Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for clicking on today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you how I take my Instagram photos with my iPhone. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe down below. I make new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And before we get started, I'll just mention my top. It's this gorgeous one shoulder top from Go Jane, and I was wearing this in one of the outfits. And then on my lips, I just have the Too Faced Cool Girl lipstick. If you're new to my channel, hi, I make new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, so don't forget to subscribe, turn on that post notification button so you get notified every time I post. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So before you start taking any of your photos or scouting out locations, the first couple of things you'll want to have is obviously an iPhone or any cellular device that has a camera on it. And then you're going to want to get a Bluetooth clicker and a tripod with a iPhone mount on it. I'm going to be showing you clips of me going out and on site, taking the photos, how I position my camera and everything like that later in this video in a little bit. But I just want to talk about prep and phone settings so that you get the best quality out of your phone photos. After you've gotten your Bluetooth clicker, your tripod mount, think about locations. Locations are really important because you want to make sure that you're taking a photo in a place that you won't have to take a million photos and then something always looks off, something always looks really weird and it doesn't look right, and it probably is either because of two reasons: lighting or location. So if you're going for a very aesthetic looking Instagram, typically I go for a pretty blank background. I don't like too much in the background. If there's a lot of stuff going on in the back, I really like that blurry background so that it's not distracting from what's really supposed to be on show, which is probably myself or my clothes or my accessories. As you're driving down the street, maybe think about the locations of where you think a great photo would be. Drive down the street, see if there's any blank walls anywhere, even if it's your own room. So with my room, I have this like sheer curtain that I hung up, and I think this is a great background for any backdrop as well. So any blank background, this is helpful for your camera to know where you are in the photo. Sometimes when it's so busy in the background, it's hard for iPhones to know what to focus on. So blank background or something with less in the background is easier than having something with a crazy background. So with the iPhone 8 Plus, I don't know about the iPhone 10 or any of those like more advanced phones. I don't know. This is just the iPhone 8 Plus. So the first thing you want to do is just hook up the Bluetooth clicker onto your iPhone. It's really simple. You just go into your settings and you link it up, and then you'll go into your camera app and you'll have your Bluetooth clicker linked into your camera app. So then every time you click the button, it automatically is clicking the photo button for you. So you can have it far away and have it, clicking and taking photos for you, which is really amazing. My next tip, especially for iPhone users, is to take your photos on portrait mode. You have no idea how amazing this feature is. Now, the newest iPhone XS, I think, or the very recent one, I watched the whole opening event and like the unveiling of it, and I saw that the feature is that you can like change the depth of field, that you can change how blurry you want the background, which is a really amazing feature. But on the iPhone 8 Plus and up, I think you still have that portrait mode option. So I swipe over to portrait mode, I mount it on my tripod, and then I take portrait mode photos when there is a little bit busy of our background so that it knows to focus on whatever is in front of the camera and closest to the camera, and then it'll just blur out everything in the back. Whenever I take my flat lay photos, I always take it in portrait mode. Things where I'm holding it up and I take photos, I'll always take it in portrait mode, because portrait mode is really a game changer. If you haven't tried it, or maybe you tried it but you don't really like it, or you're having trouble with it, stand in front of the camera and maybe have like a little bit busier of a background, and I think you'll really like the effect of it. It gives a very professional quality photo. So it made me look really in focus, and it made me look really crisp and clean. All the lines were really sharp, and then everything else was blurred out. My next tip when taking photos on your iPhone is to go outside and do it in really good lighting. The thing is, iPhone works the best, and I've heard this in so many videos. iPhone photos look and work the best when you go outside and you take it in natural lighting. With an iPhone photo, there's not much you can do besides raising the exposure, raising it up and lowering it when you're taking the photo, but you can do a lot in post. Once I've taken one of the photos with my clicker, I'll look at it and then I'll go back and I'll readjust the camera placement. In terms of tripods and mounts and different things like that, it really depends on what you have, what your budget is, what your look is going for, and really your accessibility. So for me, I have a full like human-sized tripod. It really goes up really high, it goes down really low. It's a really great tripod from Manfrotto. It's the one that I have on my camera right now. And then I also have the Joby Tripod. It's the vlogger tripod, and I typically will take my iPhone photos on that tripod mounted. It's a little bit lower, but you can put it on trucks or cars or steps or wherever you need to get the height to meet your level, like your eye level, if that's the shot that you want to get. So again, a tripod mount is really important. I don't think that there's any other way to take a really amazing quality photo with your iPhone without having something to hold it in place and stabilize it. That's kind of the downside about it. It's so slim that it will fall forward and all over the place. You can turn it sideways, but personally, I like to take all of my photos in the 4:5 ratio, you know, the more vertical view versus the horizontal. But if you don't have the clicker, I would also recommend self-timing. Self-timing is a really great option as well because you'll see the flash giving you a self-timer. I'm sure some of you guys have used it, but for me, I just don't have the patience for self-timer, so I do prefer the clicker. And it's not too expensive at all. I've done a video in the past of all my secrets on Instagram and what apps I use and different things like that for my feed, so I'll leave that down below so that you can watch it after this video. But let's just go in and see how I take my Instagram photos with my iPhone on site out there in the world, where I am just embarrassing myself, taking photos of myself while people are walking by. So yeah, let's just go take a look. Okay, so I found the perfect little spot that I want to take photos. It's like right here. I'm like bending down because I feel super awkward with cars driving by, but I'm just gonna set up my little like area right here and let's see how the photo comes out. I'm just turning this on, getting my Bluetooth to hook up to the, oh perfect, it's connected. Now let's try to take some photos. I am using the portrait style in natural light, so let's see how they come out. I think we got the shot. I really like the shot with the rock and like the white background. So yeah, I'm just like at a church, which is really funny, and like there's cars passing by like all along here, so it's a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna try getting some detail shots like closer in this area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like grab my little camera situation and I'm gonna get in super close like here. Obviously we're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn on the camera. I was shooting in portrait mode. I find that portrait mode is like the best for me personally, or in square. So try out portrait or square. The sun is like directly in my eyes. I'm just finishing up with this like photo shoot. I think it actually went really, really well. I'm just closing, I'm making my tripod small again. But I think it went really well actually. So some of the things that I learned from this is the more basic your background is, the easier portrait mode works. So make sure your background is super basic, super easy to know where you are. With the remote control, I had to press it a couple times before it, sometimes like I had to press it a couple times before it would actually take the shot. Okay, so I'm on my way out right now. I'm gonna shoot this Go Jane top, which I'm obsessed with. I have a couple of locations in mind. I have one area where it's like apartment buildings and stuff, and I feel like if I just set the tripod on top of my car, it'll look really nice. I found the location that I wanted to take my shot, just right here, me sitting down. I've got my tripod set up like that, stuck my tripod on top of this truck, and then I'm trying to get this shot here. I also placed my tripod right over here. I also placed it right on this ledge to get this whole background photo, which worked out really well. Thank you guys so much for watching this whole video. A lot of you guys had requested this, so thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this. It really means a lot to me. So please don't feel like you need all this crazy equipment just to take a couple of Instagram photos. Have somebody on the street or a friend of yours or a sibling take those photos for you too, if you really have no one else to take it for you. I'll leave a link to all of those tools that I had down below so you guys can check it out. But yeah, the iPhone is a really great camera and it's only getting better. I've heard that Samsung has really great camera quality as well. So yeah, I think that's everything that I had to share for this video. It's pretty simple because the iPhone is so user friendly. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe down below. Again, I make new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I will see you guys all in my Wednesdays video. Bye!
Beige.